Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am the CHALL. We are live on YouTube. Great to be live. Not done one of these lives in quite a while. I think the last one was we signed Adam Long. I think that was the last one that we did, which is obviously adjusting. But yes, I cannot wait to talk about all this with you guys. So obviously, this is the live call-in show. This is sort of our live call-in section of the week after games. So hopefully there will be one on Sunday night for Salford as well. So fingers crossed for that one. And yeah, so we've got obviously I'm going to put the StreamYard link in the chat. So you guys know when to call in and have your say. Now, of course, any fans are welcome here. So if you're not a Rovers fan or a Stockport fan, but your team played yesterday, how did your team do? Call in. Let's get your thoughts on. So we're going to put this StreamYard link in the chat now. We're getting straight off the blocks here. And while we wait for some people to come in and stuff like that, we'll go through the comments and go through my thoughts. So I'm going to go through all this again in the matchday launch show on Friday for the Salford game. Hello to Harley. Hello, Leon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin it at the top of the chat, and then while people start coming in, I'm going to just go through my thoughts on the match and how I thought the match went. Now, I'll be brutally honest here. I thought this is no disrespect to Stockport. I felt we were the better team. For most of that match, if not nearly all of that match, I felt we were the better team. There were little moments where Stockport had a decent chance. You know, the main thing with me about Stockport is you still can't count them out because they are a dangerous threat when they need to be. But things like the red card or the chances we had, it felt like it was going our way. And the fact that we still scraped 2-1 out of a result that was probably ours from the get-go felt great. It felt great to win that result, because if we got a draw out of that or a loss out of that, then that would have been the worst outcome. Even a draw would have been the worst outcome out of that game, because we were the better team from that match. You could see it in the stats: 20 shots, 8 on target, and we had 72% possession overall. For me, it was so one-sided for most of that match. What are your thoughts on Hurst, Chal? Cal Hurst is a great young talent that's really impressing me this season. It's slowly turning into people's favourite player. And he's definitely one of my favourites anyway. He's still one of my favourites, even now. For me, I think Cal Hurst is a great work ethic off the ball. On the ball, he's a great technical, attacking, pacey winger. Runs the ball well, runs down the channels very, very well, likes to cut inside sometimes as well, works the ball very well. His composure on the ball, his control and his composure on the control is very, very good, especially for a 21-year-old. So, Cal for me is a really impressive talent, and I think he's someone that we're going to be looking out for in many sort of months to come. Wayne says Tomlin was superb. I'll spoil it for you now. He is my man of the match. Lee Tomlin is my man of the match from yesterday, and the reason why he is his technical ability, his runs, his movement off the ball. Everything about him yesterday was spot on, and he deserves a man of the match award for the Friday show. We got Miller. He's red and white. He's done. He's number 9, and we signed him from the Tykes. We've got Miller. Bit of MJ there with George Miller. Miller again, just very, very good. The thing I noticed about the first goal, and I don't know if you noticed this as well, but it felt very much Guardiola Barcelona-esque type goal, where every single team member is involved in the goal. And you've got 21 plus passes leading up to the goal from the back to the front. And it felt like a proper team goal. So to see that kind of goal, and hopefully we'll see it on a more regular basis, gives me good vibes about the tactics which Sheffield wants to do once all the big players are back, which is around about now, really. I thought Biggins played well yesterday. Yeah, Biggins for me had arguably one of his best games in the Rovers shirt. His work rate again was untouchable, but his ability really improved from the previous couple of games. I think that was the main thing for me, his ability, and that's seriously improved from previous matches. But guys, if you just come into the stream, the link to get in there is at the top of pinned at the top of the chat. So yes, if you do want to get involved, then please do. So yeah, this is going to be a very, very nice stream, hopefully. Like I said, there'll be a great bunch of fans, hopefully. Like I say, if you do want to get involved, then please do use that link. But no, it's going to be a great show today. Like I say, we're talking about my thoughts on it, get you guys to come on and have your say. You can comment down below as well. The stream is monetized, so you can send super chats if you want to. I think there is a super chat button. I think on at the bottom of the chat. Comment down below if you can see it, because I think there is one. I might be wrong. I can't see it on mine because obviously it's my channel. But in fact, actually, let me sign into my other channel just to see if it's on there. Comment down below if you can see the super chat button on there, and if you do want to send a super chat, then please do. But yeah, I will just check, see if it's on there. On there, I don't know if it is, to be honest. Like I said, comment down below if it is on there. If it's not on there, I'll add it on there, and then you guys just refresh the stream or anything like that. So yeah, just comment down below if it is there or not, because I'm sure I put it back on there. But yeah, for me, it was a great game overall yesterday. For me, it felt like oh, there we go. Hang on a sec. Yeah, it's all right. I've turned the mic on now. Yeah. It's all right. So if you guys just refresh the stream, if you can't see it now, just refresh the stream, and then it should be on there. It should be on there by now. What do you think of what you saw from Luke Molyneux? I thought he came on and did a pretty good job for me. I thought he did a pretty good job. We've got our first caller. Jack, how are you? Okay, looks like Jack's audio isn't working very well, so we'll bring Danny in. Danny, how are you? Danny? Don't think his audio is working very well either. Jack, is yours working now?
Yes, Charles, what are you saying?
All right, Jack, how are you?
All right, mate, not bad, are you?
Yeah, not too bad. What did you make of yesterday then? 2-1 win. Seems like we were the better team for most of that match. How did you find it?
I just thought I'd stick my 2 pence in. Thoroughly enjoyed it, mate. I thought it was best performance this season, and probably best performance I've seen from Rovers in about 18 months, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the best performance for 18 months for sure. Who was your sort of standout players then from that match? Now it's quite hard because a lot of the players did very, very well.
Yeah,
if you could
every player deserves a mention last night. Every player played a part in last night. To be fair, obviously the sending off helped us massively. I think I don't think it'd have been a plain sailing game. I did say before the game that I took a draw. I think they obviously their game plan went out the window after 26 minutes. But for me, standout performance is his 2 midfielders is Tomlin and Clayton, spreading the ball really well and pinging balls out like well they have done it for years. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Next game then on Saturday against Salford City. What are you expecting from that? Because Salford have had another unbeaten start. It's going to be another tough clash on paper.
I keep saying, Charles, every game's a big game. I seem to be saying it every time we're coming up to a game. It's a big game. It's a big game. I don't know if it's a big game because obviously the expectation is promotion at the end of the season, so we need to be winning every game we're in. But again, like I say it again, it's a big game. They've not lost in 4. They've won. Are they 100% record? Have they?
I believe so. Let me just check the table quick.
I don't know if it's 100% record or there's 1-3 and drawn 1. I know they're unbeaten.
Yeah, Salford have won 3 and drawn 1. Yeah, so no one's got 100% record anymore, but Salford are one of the better teams. Yeah.
It'll be a tough game, but after performance yesterday, I think the lads will be on a buzz. I'd like to see Molyneux start. Who drops out? Who drops out for him? I don't know. Just a word on Hurst. He is showing glimpses of what he's probably going to become, but I found myself a little bit frustrated with him at times last night. Overplaying the ball, instead of putting the ball into the box, he's trying to check his man on. In the manner of the game, I just thought potentially, I don't know. He's a tough one to judge him.
Yeah, I completely get that. To be fair, I completely get your point. There was a few times where he did try and go at the man, try and run at the man, which you like from an attacker, but it did lose the ball and it could have created a Stockport chance. But no, I completely get that. And, I'm sure he'll keep working at it because he was still a great performer last night. But no, I completely get your point. What's your early prediction then for Salford finally?
I'm gonna go another 2-1 Rovers.
Like it. Jack, thank you very, very much and have a great evening.
Cheers, pal.
Great to have Jack on the show there. First time he's been on the channel, actually. So great to have Jack chatting to us about his thoughts on last night's game. But literally, guys, it is simple as that. You don't even have to use your camera like I am. You could literally just use your audio like Jack. StreamYard link pinned at the top of the chat. Get on and get your calls in. We are going to be live for quite a while, so please do keep tuned. But yeah, in terms of other talking points from the match, I mean, first of all, the red card for Macaulay Southern Hales. Just while we're waiting for more callers. For me, when I saw it back, when I saw the little left jab, by the way, fair play to Tommy Rowe for not like milking it and trying to roll around the ground and stuff like that. That's not the kind of footballer Tommy Rowe is. He's not that kind of guy. For me, I think it was definitely a red. When I saw the replay, it was definitely a red. And Stockport changed their shape to a 4-4-1 at some point in the second half as well. So I think they originally started with 3 at the back, if I'm not mistaken, because I knew Stockport were probably going to start with wing backs. And then they sort of altered it to a bit of a 4-4-1 with the 10 men. So, they sort of altered their formation, and maybe that altering formation could have really, changed the complexion of the match for them. Hello to Millie. Welcome to the show. I can't see us scoring more than 1 against Salford. They're yet to concede this season. I don't even know if we'll score, to be fair. I think that's a fair prediction, to be fair. I think that's a really fair prediction to make. Like you said, Salford have only conceded 1 goal this season. I mean, are we going to make them concede another one? I don't know. You never know how this performance is going to go, because even this early on in the season, Salford have only conceded 1 goal, 3 wins and a draw, and they're looking great so far this season under Neil Wood. With us, we've got a great start, eliminated in the cup, which is not the biggest priority, let's be honest, but in the league, unbeaten, 2 wins, 2 draws. And, we move forward now into hopefully a great win for game number 5, which we hope so anyway. But you know what, to be fair, I'd even take, a point, even if we play well for 90 minutes, but Salford keep pressuring us and keep pushing us out and we scrape a 1-0 or scrape a 1-1 draw out of it, I'd be happy with that result at this stage of the season, purely because it's points. Against teams that are going to be up there this year. How many goals do you reckon George Miller will score this season, John? Between 5 and 10. I'm going to keep it safe for now. I may answer that again after January, but at the moment, I'm going to go with between 5 and 10. Great all-round performances from the boys. Nice to see Anderson back. Players coming back will only make us stronger. I think that leads me into a second part of the answer to Miller's question. The reason why as well is because I feel like it will be a team. The goals will be spread around the team. It won't be just one man. I think there's a few players that could get 5 to 10 goals, or between 5 and 10, purely because it's a team effort at the end of the day. We're a proper unit rather than just individuals. You saw it with Kieran Agard off the bench again. Ole Gunnar Agard off the bench, scoring once again. A real utility, and he came out afterwards. He came out. He knows his role at the club. He knows his supporting act role inside the club, and for me, I feel like he could be very, very crucial with his experience. Do you think Agard will start on Saturday? I don't think he'll start. No. I think with Agard, he'll come off the bench again, and I think he'll hopefully make an impact like he's done the past few games. I was near you at Bradford away with my uncles in the Dallas stand. Brilliant to see you, Millie. I'd very much take a point against Salford. Absolutely. We're on a different level to Salford if we're on it. Well, I do get that, Brian. I completely get your point. In terms of club history and in terms of club status, we are on a different level to Salford. Not too much, but we're on a different level. But, a club's got to move with the times. Salford move with the times. We have step forwards and step backwards. So we've got to now keep moving with the times, as have Salford, and that's why they're up there in the first place. So, it's not about levels at this point. It's about being the best team on the day, and we've got to be the better team on the day. Why have the match vlog stopped? Now, I've already explained this in videos. I saw other people's vlogs, Bradford vloggers especially, getting their vlogs struck down by the EFL because of their clampdown rules, and I think this has something to do with the ITV show, which I completely get. So I took mine down. By the way, thank you very much for 3.3k views on that vlog. It was brilliant. And yeah, basically what I decided to do is do it the way I'm doing now with the preview review shows, the matchday launch show, which that is, and the fan cams. The fan cams still go on. The matchday launch shows go forward every week, but the vlog stopped this season. And then I'm going to rethink it again next season when hopefully we're back in League One and think of a different way of doing it. So they're not going to be gone completely. Don't get me wrong. I know the said the vlogs aren't going to happen this season. Don't worry. The vlogs will still happen in some capacity in the future. It's just this season I'd rather focus on fan cams and the actual shows, because a lot of what you'll see by the amount of transitions, the amount of sections in the shows, a lot of work goes into those shows. So I'm just managing the workload this year. Got to keep the same team when it's doing well and let Molyneux come off the bench and build his fitness. Hurst has done well, but nothing came off for him yesterday. Absolutely spot on, Bailey. Couldn't agree with you more. Hello, Harry. Miller will score 15, 20 goals max minimum. Bold prediction, Bailey, bold prediction. And I think he will definitely do that. I'm just sticking with my 5 to 10 prediction at this stage up until at least January. Do you want to loan Miles 2 goals from 4 from the bench, 18 years from Charlton? Miles Leeburn. Let's have a look at this guy. I mean, I'm trying to look via transfer market just to get an idea here. I mean, he's already scored 2 goals in 4 appearances in League One with Charlton, which is good enough. And now there's a bit of an advert point. Let's have a look at his stats. Okay, so he's a centre forward, a goal in the FA Youth Cup, appearance in the EFL Cup, and 2 goals in 4 appearances in the league. I mean, to be fair, he doesn't look a bad talent. I mean, any other Charlton fans, give me some context on this guy. I watched a few Salford game highlights, and from what I've seen going forward, they're nothing special, but they're very, very well organised at the back, and that's why they concede very few goals. And to be fair, I think that's why we have a chance on Saturday, because we seem to have really took it to a lot of teams who defensively we thought could be good at the back this year. So I think we've got a real chance to take it to Salford on Saturday and really give them a game, especially with the expansive play that we've played the first half against Wimbledon, most of the game against Stockport. We played this style of football. So I think we'll be really expansive and really give Salford a good game here. You should do the match day vlogs like Dan does. I want to do it differently. I don't want to do like the same old. I don't want to do a repeat of his style just because that's his style. I want to do something that's my own style for the vlogs that still falls in line with the rules. So that's why I'm sort of taking 12 months just to think about it. Big mistake not doing vlogs. They are what it's all about. I get your point, Pete. I completely get your point. But at the end of the day, I personally don't believe it is what it's all about. I'm not the vlogger kind of type. I'm moving towards the sports journalism side. So you see me doing the scouting video this year. You see me doing the news updates and things like that. The news updates and the scouting updates, those are the main things that I focused on because that's the direction I want to go in, the sports journalism direction, while still keeping the fan aspect and sort of creating a bit of a middle ground between fans and journalists, fans and media, fans and press. Be that middle ground in between the two to create a bit of a new sort of genre that's a mixture of both. I hope you get back up where you belong at the top of League One. I hope this year's the year we're back in League One. You're the... No. Donny Boys, no. As a fan, what are your thoughts on Man United start of the season? No comment. But yeah, it's like I said, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. I think going forward, like I said, I think going forward we've looked a lot better than we have in previous games. And for me, I think that if we keep playing the style of play that we're playing, for me, I feel like we will definitely cause some teams some problems. We'll definitely cause some teams some problems. Yeah. No comment. I reckon we'll be up there this season. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, for me, I feel like it's going to be a very interesting season overall. Anike is available 400k. Gary McSheffrey said our transfer budget's gone anyway, and I don't think he's the kind of profile of player we're after. It seems to me our sort of player profile is 19. It's 18-ish to 25. Wants to come here for the club, not just for themselves. They want to come here for the manager, the vision, the club. So yeah, I think that's sort of the kind of profile of player that we're going for. I think we'll finish between 6th and 10th, if I'm being realistic. I mean, that's a fair prediction. I mean, at least we might still be in the playoffs. Millie reckons playoffs as well. Thoughts on the no context page. This was something I've been meaning to speak about for a long, long time because it literally came up over the last few months and loved it ever since. I've loved the no context page. I really, really do. Honestly, just a great page to watch, to listen to. My mission by the end of this season, I might have to maybe postpone it till next season, but my mission before the end of this season is to find out who that actually is because I really want to know who non-context Chal is. And I know I'm probably going to get a lot of people now just saying in the comments, I'm no context Chal and stuff like that. But I really want whoever the real non-context Chal is to really just come forward at some point and just tell me because it literally just hit 400 views and it started in June, so about 3 months ago. Jesus. Kean Johnson is not better than Jonathan Mitchell. No chance. First says Max. Well, thank you for being one of the first. But yeah, but no, for me, like I said, no context page is great. And yeah, just overall, just fantastic. So yeah, guys, StreamYard link is pinned at the top of the chat. I will put it in there again for you guys to come on and have your say. Doncaster finished 3rd, but where do you see Charlton finishing? 1-5-1. I saw that game. I saw the scoreline from that game. I was like, wow, that came out of nowhere. I think Charlton will finish somewhere between 6th and 10th. I think anywhere in the top 10, maybe. Oh, come on. Kean Johnson's still got room to grow. Mitchell's a prime experienced goalkeeper. For me, I think Mitchell's better. He's definitely shown that. Oh, God. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but apparently the Stockport County manager wants the linesman to face a 3-match ban. So Stockport County's manager is demanding the linesman given a 3-match ban just because they sent off their right back. Oh, no offense to the guy personally, because I'm sure he's a great guy, but come on. It was a definite red. We all saw the replay. It was a definite red card for me. Yeah, I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know why that's come out. I don't know why he said that, but football, hey, that's what we live for, right? But yeah, like I said, it's going to be interesting to see what happens between now and the rest of the season because we've got some very interesting things coming, some very interesting scorelines coming up. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be interesting. Thoughts on the Rovers Stadium? Very, very nice. Who do you reckon will be up there in League Two this season? I predicted Bradford and Mansfield. One of them seems to be going right so far. Yeah, Bradford lost again. No surprise. Excuse me. But no, it's. I think Bradford will bounce back. I don't think it'll be forever. It's only 4 games into the season, so I think Bradford will bounce back. And like I said, I think Mansfield will be up there. My dad left. If he's left the stream, then tell him to opt back on. If he's left overall, then I'm sorry about that. I'm good, thank you. But yeah, like I said, I think overall, I think let's have a look at the stats actually. While we wait for more callers. By the way, StreamYard link is in the chat. Millie, you've been wanting to come on the stream for a while. StreamYard link's at the top of the chat. Hop on. Right, so let's look through the stats from the match. And I'm going to use BBC Sport for this. For some of the stats anyway. Salford did concede 2 to Newport, who haven't won a game yet, so that's positive for us. Absolutely. We do have a caller actually before we check out stats. Phil is on the show. Phil, how are you?
Hello. Wait, is my cam working?
It's not, but I can hear you.
Oh, how are you?
I'm not too bad, mate. How are you?
Right. I'm good. What did you think of the game last night, Joe?
I thought we did a pretty good job. I think that we definitely put Stockport under most of the pressure. I think the stats tell it, and our attacking was better, and we take that into a tough game on Saturday with a team that's top of the league at the minute. So,
what did you think of the referee?
Referee questionable. There was a couple of penalties that I think we could have had.
I think it was really poor refereeing. The linesman, I think, did a really good job at spotting the red card with Tommy Rowe.
Yeah. I mean, what do you make of the Stockport manager coming out saying the linesman needs a 3-match ban for sending off the right back?
Well, I think that's a bit contradictory, considering he'd never said anything about the referee.
Yeah, I get.
I mean, you can see he's clearly swung his arm at him in the replay.
Yeah, I could say it's not a massive swing, but I could definitely see the jab under the chin, and Rowe definitely reacted, but he didn't milk it, which was nice. But they looked back on it, and thank God they did.
Well, the linesman flagged it straight away, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of standout performers, then amongst a great group of players on the night, who did you think stood out?
Oh, he's got to be George Miller.
Yeah,
I think he will bag 20 goals this season if he doesn't get injured.
20 goals if he's not injured?
Yeah.
Interesting.
We saw him against Rotherham.
Yeah.
It was a great game.
Yeah.
Cracking to see.
I still remember that goal in pre-season with the outside of his foot.
Yeah,
that was a great goal. Oh, there goes Phil. I think his connection went. Great to see Phil on the show anyway. I'm out and signals crap. No worries, Millie. Don't worry about it. You can still watch the show and enjoy it. Love you, Chell, says Will. Thank you very much. You Red, says Owen. Great to meet you, Wimbledon, Chell. Very loyal DRC blogger. Thank you very much, Jordan. Much appreciated. It's violent conduct, so it's a straight red in the 3-match ban. Absolutely spot on. So while we wait for Phil to come back or anyone to come on, don't forget the StreamYard link is in the chat. Let's go through using BBC Sport the stats. So if you look there, possession 72% to their 28, 20 shots to their 2, 8 on target to their 1, 10 corners to is that 2 or 6? No, it's 2, and 8 fouls to their 12. So we definitely on stats dominated the match. Scott has arrived. Scott,
I'm all
Scott,
right,
how are
mate.
you?
All right. Still celebrating last night's victory.
Yeah, absolutely. 20 goals, Georgie Miller, says Millie. Hey up, Chell. Lizzie, come on the show. Stream your links in the chat. Get on here. Scott, 2-1 win. Still reeling after the win last night. There's this feeling, isn't there? Even though it's 4 games into the season, there is this feeling that
My connection's
on and off the
dropping like that.
On and off the pitch, the club's going back into the right direction. Fingers crossed.
I think we are. We can see, obviously, well, everyone cheered as soon as injury board came up.
No. Where's the connection?
Chal?
Yep, you're back.
My connection's dropping, sorry. But you can see, obviously, it's ironic that when the injury board comes up, that's when we start scoring, considering how crap we are with injuries.
Yeah, I
think it's just very ironic.
Again, someone who put in a noteworthy performance off the bench, Ole Gunnar Agard.
Mate, Agard, every time he's come on.
Is he the most surprising? Is he the most improved player at the minute?
I would say, yeah. He's cracking.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, we've got Salford coming up on Saturday. They've only conceded 1 or 2 goals.
I think we look good with a 2 up top.
Really?
Personally.
After the 4-3-3 that ripped Stockport apart for most of that match?
Well, I think we're kind of changing to like a 3-3-4 in end. Because we fetched off Maxwell, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I think it kind of looked better with a 2 up top with Georgie Miller and Kieran Agard. Because then one striker can, like, Miller likes to drop in deep and win the ball and play it out to the wings. And then Agard's already in the middle, ready for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Scott, thanks for coming on, mate, and I'll see you on Saturday.
Yeah, probably will do. I'll try not to get pissed today. Well, not today, but Saturday.
Try your best.
Probably won't happen, but in a bit.
Great to see Scott on the show, obviously. Big help to the vlogs. In all fairness, as much as I've knocked McSheffrey and felt he shouldn't be here after last season, the fitness in the squad is clearly there. We don't stop, and he signed Maxwell, who will leave the club as its best left back to have ever played for us. To be fair, I mean, he really has a great shot at being a fantastic left back, one of the best left backs in the last few years, especially up there with the likes of Reece James and that. Up the Scott. If you're still live at R8, I'll join. Hopefully we should be live by then. I might take a little break, like a little 5-10 minute break in between, just to let everything settle and things like that. So I might get something playing in the background just while we're on a break. But I'll bit like a half time. You know what I mean? Like a bit like a half time. So maybe like wait till we're about 45 minutes in, do a little 5-10 minute break, and then go for another 45 minutes. So I think we'll hopefully be live till about 8:30. Gary showing improvement in tactics. Absolutely. See you, Scott. I'm not good, to be honest, because I think that rule needs to be put in place, after Tuesday. And, I did risk it by going back into the South Stand for the game yesterday, but I felt like the rules were now in place and we were able to create a proper atmosphere, and we did create that yesterday, which was fantastic. The numbers are going up big time on this stream. If you're live by 8:30, I'll join. Brilliant, Millie. I will be live hopefully by then. Just so you guys, just so you can come on and have your say. Super Guy McJeffrey says, Jake, great to have you on this show. We're nearly at 100. We're nearly at 100 on this stream. I bet we hit 100 now. I bet you we hit 100 now, or over 100. It's ridiculous. Since there is nearly 100 there, StreamYard links in the bottom of the chat. It's also pinned at the top of the chat. Call in, have your say. Let's get some more people on. Let's have our next caller. It's Lee. Lee, how are you?
All right, Charles. How are we doing, pal?
I'm not too bad, mate. 2-1 win last night against the Stockport team that most people fancy to be up there this year. Thoughts on the performance? Because from where I'm standing, it was a great performance and a great atmosphere.
No, I agree. First and foremost, I'd like to say Stockport fans were class all game.
Yeah.
For one, that they didn't stop even when 1-0 down, and then again after the whistle, they were top notch. But yeah, I thought we were a better team. We played well. The red card did help. You know, you can't deny it, but you still got to break them down when 10 men, and they were hard to break down. The defended well. I thought they did well. I think it could have been maybe 4 or 5-1 if you look at the chances. I think their keeper had a great game, but all in all, it's another 3 points. It's another win. There's confidence going into Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, like I said, it is confidence for Saturday. It's going to be great to see, hopefully, more expansive wing play that we played against Stockport in the first half against Wimbledon as well. I mean, in terms of standout performers, who do you think stood out for you?
I agree with you and a lad called Jack called earlier. Clayton and Tomlin for me absolutely bossed it. I like how Clayton, when we're attacking, he pulls back in between the two centre halves, picks the ball up, which allows our other two midfielders to advance forward and create more space. I like it. People think it's a simple job, but it's intelligent play. He's creating more space on the pitch for your attacking players to get into them spaces. And Tomlin is just class. I mean, he had that little blip against Bradford, which we'll not talk about. It was stupid, wasn't it? But I think other than that, since he came back, he showed what he can do. And if we can keep him fit and he can play like that every week, can't see many teams stopping us. Like you say,
absolutely.
It's ridiculous. He's so good on the ball.
His technical ability, his experience and his technical ability is spot on.
Really is. It really is. Yeah.
Obviously, Salford coming up on Saturday. They're top of the league right now. We'll join top of the league with a couple of other teams with 3 wins and a draw. I mean, is Salford there for the taking, despite the fact they've only conceded a couple of goals this season so far?
You know what? I think we play like we did yesterday. I don't see why I can't beat them. I really don't. I mean, they're a good side. They've got some. I think that Bruno Asante, their striker, you've got to watch out for him. He's a very, very, very dangerous player. Keep him quiet. He's got a couple of good midfielders in there, but I don't know. I think we've got too much for him, especially in midfield. I think if we can control midfield like we did last night, I think it'll be another 3 points, maybe 2-0. 2-1. I can see us conceding for something like no. We do tend to concede as well, which is we've got to stop obviously, but
yeah,
we'll have too much for them.
Yeah, I would say I think Stockport's goal was us just not being concentrated enough. So it was a very silly goal to concede, but only a little blip on a great evening. Hopefully, we don't repeat as much as that on Saturday. But Lee, thank you very, very much for coming on the show, mate. Much appreciated.
No worries, mate. Thank you very much. Take it easy, pal.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Thank you very much. That was Lee on the show. What happened to that guy? Right, some people don't know about this. Some people do now. So I had an experience during the women's final at Ballers. Some people know, some people don't. But let's just say she was nice. She was a nice person. nothing went anywhere or anything like that. It was just one of those things on a night out. Donny going up for play like we did yesterday, absolutely spot on, class, but they keep crying, bless them. I did see a lot of Stockport fans making a lot of noise, some more than others, but some had their reasons, some didn't. I'm not just trying to sound like on the fence or anything like just to please everyone. I'm just generally seeing it from my point of view, to be honest. Chel's on the raging balls. Come on, Chel. What's GMS's real name? Gary McSheffrey. That's what his name is. If I keep doing meme-like stuff on live streams, I'm gonna be giving no context Chel months of content. But no, it's like I said, just a great performance. McSheffrey's tactics and substitutions once again just absolutely on the money. And he really, really did well. Really did well in that game from a managerial point of view. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to take a little break. I don't think it's going to be long. I'm not going to make it a long one, trust me. But I am going to try and find something to play in the background just to I don't know. I'll tell you what I'll do. Hang on a sec. Try and find it actually. Is this long enough? This is the thing, you know. Is this long enough? Let's have a look. Trying to find something that I can play in the background just while we're taking a little break. I'll tell you what, actually, let me see if I can download it onto StreamYard. I'm gonna play like one of my other videos in the background, kind of like a new section of the live streams, kind of like show of the week, if you get what I mean. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. In fact, what I'll do is I will oh, that's too large. No, that's fine. To download something to play while we're on a break. It'll be about 15 minutes. It'll be about a 15-minute break at some point, just while we're settle down for 15 minutes. And then we'll go again for about 45, 50 minutes after the break. So that's probably going to be the plan. And that's probably going to be the plan tonight. Get this 15-minute break and then go from there. Yeah. See if this works. Let's go through some more comments while we're waiting. I'm not a Man U fan. Never a Man U fan. Just went on an Old Trafford tour. Are you a fan of the No Context Chal page? Absolutely. Is this long enough? Do you run DDR? I don't. I don't even know what DDR is, to be honest. Hello there, Joe. You got the most viewers ever on your live. Don't go for a break. I know it's a bad idea. I just want to make. I've got something to do though for 10, 15 minutes, so I want to make sure I've got it. I want to give you guys something entertaining to watch just while we're waiting for a few minutes because there's something I need to do. So that's why. That's only why That's only why I want to do what I do. So what it's hard, It's hard. Still moving seats for home games. I'm not too sure now. I'm not too sure. Ever since the sort of behaviour kind of changed in that game, I don't know, just something about it. Just it changed my opinion on it all. So yeah. Before we take a break, actually, someone nominated Tommy Rowe for an Oscar. Why? He barely fell. Let's have one more fan cam before we go on a break. Dylan, how are you, mate?
I'm good, pal. How are you?
I am not too bad. By the way, Stockport fans, class, absolutely class. I'll tell you what, Dylan, that was a great game last night.
It was brilliant. Well, I think we could have gone 4 or 5 up in that first half, but we played well. We moved ball about a lot better. We didn't make any sloppy passes, and time passed and we got it finally. So, we're all about patience in that first half.
Yeah, I think we definitely expanded the play, didn't we, in that first half as well? Definitely put Stockport under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I think as centre-backs, Anderson and Williams moved forward a bit more. As you could see when Anderson played it through to Maxwell for that assist. What's it called? We like moving up quicker. His back line seemed a bit tighter. And then we come out in second half and we concede that, don't we? Unfortunately. But yeah, I hope that we come out in that second half with a bit more aggression, which we did, but we obviously conceded early. So yeah, that was disappointing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we will learn from the mistake of the Stockport goal, and I think we'll go again. In terms of standout performers, who did you feel like was a standout performer in that game?
Lee Tomlin, 100%. He was brilliant yesterday.
Yeah.
We all judged him after that Bradford game because, it was poor. But yesterday and Saturday, it was brilliant. And it really shows that his experience is coming through now in that middle three with Rowan Clayton.
Yeah, absolutely. In terms of your man of the match, then, who would you have given it to?
I'd have probably said him, to be fair with you.
Lee Tomlin?
Yeah, I think Lee Tomlin was his best. Him or Clayton. I think Clayton's been outstanding every game that he's played in. Obviously, playing balls over top, causing defenders danger. With Miller always pressing, you don't know what to expect. But yeah, I think Clayton with Tomlin in that midfield, Rowe did well, got him a red card. A bit of shithousery, but yeah.
Obviously, we've got Salford next. How are you sort of looking ahead to that game? Because Salford have only conceded one or two goals this season so far, 3 wins and a draw. They're not going to be easy pushovers this lot, are they?
Again, we're going to have to be patient to find clear-cut chances. It's going to be tougher than Stockport. Obviously, they had 10 men for 70 minutes at game. They're going to be a lot tighter than them. So we have to be tight ourselves and be patient to get chances and not get ball away because he's really good at pressing. So, we have to be on it from the minute we start. And Kieran Agard hat-trick in last 5 minutes.
I mean, I did want to talk about Kieran Agard. I talked it through with Scott as well. Ole Gunnar Agard, like, he just comes off the bench as a super sub and strikes again. Like, that's 2 consecutive home matches this season already in the league that he just strikes. He strikes big time.
He's just a better version of Raheem Sterling, isn't he?
Forget Raheem Sterling. I'm thinking Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm thinking Ole Gunnar Agard. He's a super sub.
Yeah, both of his goals were good. On Saturday, he got that assist, a little flick on to Williams. Him and Miller up top. Won't put Andrews on until final 5, but for Saturday...
To be fair, even Andrews looked good when he came on.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. He's just one of them players that I'd send back to Birmingham and won't think about getting back again. But, he's got time.
Really?
He's got time. He's still got another 15 to 20 plus games in him. So we'll see what comes of it. And if he does well, he does well. My bad for judging him. If he don't do well, then stick by me for his next signings.
I mean, obviously, in terms of the window now, do you think you've seen enough from this squad, especially with the players coming back as well? Do you feel like there's enough now from that squad to suggest that we maybe don't need another signing by the end of the window? Or do you still think we need at least 1 or 2 loanees?
Well, we definitely need a left back, right back sort of player because Niall's having a kid soon. He'll be going off for a couple of weeks with his kid. And Charlie Seaman's too much of a liability. And when Maxwell gets injured, we've got no cover left back. We've got Tommy Rowe, but Tommy Rowe's more of a forward player. I think it's offensive sticking him in that left back position. You know, he's a forward. So we need a left back, right back sort of player. And then maybe a lone midfielder. But Ravenhill, again, he can do the job. He's got his work cut out now. He's got the experience. So why not just get that left back, right back in on loan? Boom. Sorted.
I'm going to say, because first of all, in Ravenhill, he's definitely proven himself to be a player that we should be using at least off the bench as a sort of young breakthrough talent. But when you look at the sort of left backs that are available, the likes of James Norris, Stephen Parks, and James Furlong that I sort of listed on my list, as well as Gibson Hammond and Ethan Ingram on the right. For me, I think there's some real options out there to loan in.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's going to be a loan. We know if we do get a sign, it's going to be a loan because McJeffrey's confirmed. His budget's basically up now. So, yeah, if we get that left back in, some young talent who can go forward, better than Ben Jackson did, then, you know, that's a good transfer window for me, and we've recruited well. And we have every reason to believe right now that we're going to be up in that top 3 come end of season.
Yeah, I think everything's definitely pointing to that, mate. Dylan, thank you very, very much for coming on the show today. Much appreciated. And can't wait to see you again to another match.
Yeah, cheers, mate. See you later.
Brilliant, as always, to get Dylan on the show. He's always a memorable personality. Great guy. Great guy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a bit of a break for just a little while. And then we are going to go ahead with the next 45 minutes of the show. So I will see you in about 10 minutes. So we'll see you about then, shall we? So I'll see you in a bit. Let's play something nice just to keep the atmosphere going. Something nice. Right, I'm back. Just had a bit of tea for a few minutes, get pumped up, get some fluids down me, and we're ready to go. So we're going to get ready for the next 45 to 50 minutes of this stream. In fact, the next hour of this stream, because of course there is games going on tonight that we are going to bring you updates of. As well as the latest other news as well. The main topic of this stream was to do the fan cams, the call-ins, but we're also going to be staying live just to give you guys a bit of an update as to what's happening around the ground, because of course we do the EFL Matchday launch show, and that is exactly what this is. So there is a couple, I think 3 or 4 championship games on tonight. So I will be bringing you the latest updates when we get them of them all. We're also going to bring some transfer updates as well, so stay tuned for any transfer news as well. Comment down below if you've come from the TikTok transfer updates, because I love doing them on TikTok. So Blackburn host looking to make it 4 wins from 4 against Reading. Stoke host winless Middlesbrough. Unbeaten Sunderland visit Sheffield United. And West Brom will be looking for their first win against Cardiff. Excuse me. Early predictions for this game. I'm going with Cardiff to beat West Brom, Sunderland to draw with Sheffield United, Middlesbrough to beat Stoke, and Blackburn to beat Reading. I think that's the way I'm going to sort of sway this in terms of predictions. But as I said, comment down below your predictions for these championship games. StreamYard link. Nope. That is not the right link. I will just remove that. And then I can remove that. But yeah, what I'll do is I will put the StreamYard link in the chat again. Excuse me. And yeah, basically, so I'm going to put the StreamYard link in the chat again so you guys can come on and have your say. It is already pinned at the top of the chat as well, so you guys can just use the top of the chat as well. Let's remove that message. And there we go. So let's put the StreamYard link back in the chat again. Let's get some more calls on the show, and let's get it going again. Let's get the atmosphere going back again. If you don't want to be on the show, that's absolutely fine. If you want to keep commenting down below and asking your questions, then please do. Fazia, I think his name is on the show. Fazia, how are you? Nope. Nope. Absolutely no chance. But yeah. It's we don't guess like that. What do you think of the what? I didn't even know that. Don't even know that. I'm only doing football questions tonight. Well, anything about the channel, anything about me, anything about football. That's the questions I'm asking for tonight. So yeah, we're gonna keep you guys in the loop for team news, things like that. Transfer news, etc. So yeah. So let's try and find out some team news. I'm going to use SofaScore for this. They're a very good site. I'm not going to lie to you guys. They're a very, very good site for stats. And if you can hear that, that's a train or some kind of track device going past my house because I live right next to a railway. But no, let's go into then the next games tonight. Let's have a look at Stoke Middlesbrough first. So we are not too far away from kickoff now. On this particular game. Fazia, if you're going to do what you did just then I won't bring you on. Please put in the private chat if you are dead serious about sharing some opinions. because I don't want tomfoolery in my live stream. But no, let's have a look then. Going ahead into this game for Stoke Middlesbrough. I think you guys comment down below if you guys can see that. So these are the sort of starting lineups via SofaScore. Won't be the same formations, but so you've got Bursic in goal, former loanee of ours. You've got a back three there of Taylor, Jagielka, and Wilmot. Thompson, Clucas, Smallbone, Captain Baker, and Tariq Fosu Henry. I believe he's making his debut today, Fosu. I think. I might be wrong, but I swear he signed like only a couple of days back. And then we've got Dwight Gale and Jacob Brown up front for Stoke in a 3-5-2, according to SofaScore. Now, we've got another 3-5-2, according to SofaScore, via Middlesbrough. Now, Zach Steffen in goal. Back three of Mark Bowler, Dara Lenian, and Anferne Dijksteel. Isaiah Jones and Giles on either side of the wings. McNair, Howson, and Mowat in the midfield. Donny Ladd, Alex Mowat. And up front, Duncan Watmore and Miley agree. I don't think they'll be the finished formations, but that is expected to be how they're going to start. Now, Fazia, apparently you've got some opinions on the Stoke Middlesbrough match.
Yeah, so what's your score predictions, Chow?
I went Middlesbrough to win 2-1. I think Middlesbrough will finally get their first win this year.
Yeah, see, I'm saying 3-1 Middlesbrough, me.
All right, that's fair. Obviously, got 3 other championship games coming up tonight. First of all, Blackburn, who've made a great start in the league, hosting Reading to make it 4 wins out of 4. Who do you think is going to win this one?
I want to say Blackburn 1-0.
Okay. So they're traveling to Reading. You think 1-0. Then Sheffield United host Sunderland. Sunderland unbeaten. Sheffield United want to try and get to that start. Again, I think this is it could be a draw. It could be a draw. Stay unbeaten for Sunderland. But what are you thinking?
I'm saying either a Sunderland 1-0 win or a 0-0 draw.
Okay. And finally, West Brom host Cardiff. West Brom looked shocking this season.
Yeah, I'm
I
saying
went for a Cardiff win.
Cardiff
yeah, I would have gone for that as well. So who do you support then?
Up the Donny boys.
Yes, come on. What do you think of Stockport last night then?
Fucking sexual.
Probably the best response ever to a match. That it was a standout performance for you. Who do you think stood out more than the rest of the squad? It was hard because we had a great squad last night.
Yeah, and I would say George Miller or Lee Tomlin for that game.
Okay, that's fair enough. And Salford on Saturday, what were we thinking about that?
I don't know, because obviously Salford's top of table. So,
and they conceded 1 or 2 goals this year so far.
Yeah, I know. So I want to say 1-0 Donny, but I'm thinking it's a 0-0 draw.
Interesting. Second 0-0 draw of the season. Fazia, thank you very, very much for your championship predictions. Up the Rovers.
You think I'm fit?
Devils. Is that Devil's Reject? I think that is that what the Glazers say about Man United. I was surprised at the odds for last night's game. We weren't the favourites. I was surprised we were 17-1 to win the league as well. I was surprised we were 17-1 to win the league, to be fair. I was expecting it to be a lot lower odds, I'll be brutally honest, because of the way we played last season. Did I think we'd get promotion this year? Yes. Did I think it was going to be title? No. But if they asked me if I'd want a title right now, I'd take it. But I wouldn't have predicted that at the start of the season. But yeah, guys, like I said, we've got some great matches coming up. Now, transfer talk. This is a big thing. This is 15 days after the window. I don't think, well, actually, no, I'll word this differently to what I was going to word it. I think our business is done. I don't think we're going to sign much else. I really don't think we're in a position to bring in anyone else. And people may comment down below now and say what you think, what the hell are you saying? But to be brutally honest, with the squad that we've got, with Molyneux back now, with Close on his way back, and before you question me, I know from the physio team that Ben Close is in a position to be coming back. Hopefully Saturday. Because I was told yesterday that it was for that game that it'd be in the squad. It could be in the match day squad, which is a good sign that he's back either this week or next week. So Close is hopefully on the mend. Molyneux's back. Taylor's back in a couple of weeks. Barlow's back in a couple of weeks. We're getting players back now. And if we bar any other injuries apart from Rio and Younger, we're in a good place in terms of the squad. So for me personally, I'm just going to put my charger into my laptop because why not? For me personally, I feel like we're in a good position squad-wise. Do we still need a couple of loanees? Maybe. But I don't know. Gabe is here. Gabriel, how are you doing, my friend?
Hi, Chow. Good to see you, pal.
Yeah, great. 2-1 win for us last night. Seemed like some Stockport fans won't accept defeat, but some fans were humble and said that we deserved at least the 3 points from that match in the end. I'm guessing you've seen the highlights. How would you look back on it?
I've not actually seen the highlights, but I think from what people have said, it was a strong performance from Donny, a deserved win, and they were probably the better side at 11v11 in the first half, if you like. Lee Tomlin looks like he could be coming towards his best. That sounds like a really encouraging sign. So, probably the most encouraging night of Doncaster's season so far, and hopefully feel you can kick on from there.
Yeah, I trust me, I know it was the best in terms of the performance. It was the best kind of style of performance that we've played all season so far. The first goal, and I've mentioned this in the video before today, it felt like a proper Guardiola Barcelona type goal where every single player was involved in the movement. There was at least 21 passes minimum. And it ended up with a beautiful 1-2 inside the box on the ground with a beautiful finish for a Miller. It felt like a proper Guardiola-style goal, which if that's the tactics we're going to play, bring it on. Bring it on. You know, is Doncaster back full-time? We don't know yet. And then the second goal, brilliant through ball by Lee Tomlin after a wonderful run. And Ole Gunnar Aagaard off the bench again just snaps it into the back of the net, you know. And the reason why we call him Ole Gunnar Aagaard now is because he is a super sub striker. He just seems to making an impact off the bench, like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did in that treble year. And we're starting to get that feeling of we've got players that will come off the bench and do just as good a job now. Bit like I know there's different levels to it, and you know, don't get me wrong, there is levels to it.
Sure.
But look at that United team in '99, and from what I know and what I read about it and what I heard about it, the players off the bench came in and just did just as good as the starting 11, and that's the same with most United teams in the days of Ferguson as well. So it feels like even though there's levels to that, I feel like there is vibes of that in a way.
I think that will be proven in the course of time, Chal. I think for now, probably the performance against Stockport is really the template that Doncaster have got to try and move forward with, because I don't think that just relying on late goals is sustainable. Because I think if you look at Doncaster, they've taken 6 points from the 85th minute onwards this season. It was 3 against Sutton on the second game, 1 against Wimbledon, and another 2, I think last night it would be. So is that 200? Yeah, I think that's 6 points. So yeah, I think that's fantastic in terms of the spirit and the character and the togetherness. And I think you've got to have something about you to be able to do what you've done in terms of pulling some points out of the bag in very late on in games. You'll probably also want to be more improved and run games like you did last night, especially at 11v11. So I think that's really the template to bring in. But again, I mean, you mentioned Aagaard there. I think this is someone who's got a promotion record. There was a time when I think he won promotion from League One with Rotherham, won the title in League One with Bristol City the following season, and then a few years after that, he helped MK Dons to automatic promotion from League Two. More recently, it's been a bit of a barren spell for him, where he's maybe struggled a little bit more. But I think in the right system, he's someone who can finish, and hopefully he comes good in that regard.
Yeah, it feels like we've now got a group of players where I wouldn't say most of them, but at least a quarter, if not maybe nearly half the squad are players that have had a couple of barren spells at other clubs and are slowly but surely finding their feet now at Doncaster Rovers. But in the past few years, have had great spells at other clubs at higher levels. You know, you're talking Adam Clayton, who was in the Premier League 4 years ago. You're talking Lee Tomlin, who was in the Championship and playing at the highs with Cardiff. You're talking Kieran Agard, who, like you said, won promotion in League One a couple of times. Tommy Rowe, who's just been playing in the Championship a couple of years back as well. So, you know, you've got a group of players there. Jonathan Mitchell, you know, even though he didn't get into Hartlepool squad, he was in that Derby County team a few years back. So you've got a group of players there, including the academy lads like your Olawoos and your Maxwell's at Rangers, and Carl Hurst at Birmingham is someone that I've been really impressed with as well at 21 years old. As well as your 18-year-olds off the bench as well. It feels like the right kind of group at the moment at Rovers. It feels like something that not only will be good this season, but it's not like past seasons where it's been good for a year and then we have to get rid of all of them for free because we haven't got the money to send them anywhere else and then rebuild again from scratch again. It feels like this time we've got players that are going to be here for at least 2-3 years and then look at either signing them up or moving them on.
Well, the reason that I've expressed some concerns over Doncaster this season, Chal, and I do stand by them is because there is a little bit of a dearth of PKH performers. I was maybe a little bit apprehensive about how some of those players that you've mentioned that have dropped down from the Premier League, the Championship, and whether we'd necessarily assume that they're going to be good in League Two on name when there may be players that are up and coming from the under-23 scene that might be a bit better perhaps at this moment in time. Having said that, I think that there have been signs that some of those the veterans have still good players for this level, which is something that I suppose you're going to be hoping continues over 46 games. I think the other side of the coin is then you're looking at a lot of 18-year-olds like the winger Quelver, who's made an impressive impact from the bench in a few games. A lot of 18-year-olds like that have sort of shown some promise. Carl Hurst, of course, as well. I suppose my question to you, Chal, would be: is there the peak age performers? So if in the event that your Tomlins and your Claytons were to drop off a notch, you know, are you then holding some of these younger lads to higher standards than they might be ready for? I would say Carl Noyle is probably one of those that's in the group of being peak age bracket, but I don't see too many of those sort of peak age players, and that would be the concern for me for Doncaster long term. But obviously, credit to you for last night, and let's hope that can continue.
Yeah, absolutely. Gabe, thank you very, very much for coming on the show today. Much appreciated.
Yeah, no worries, Charles. All the best.
Brilliant. Great to see Gabe on the show. Dave is on the show now. Dave, how are you?
Yes, Chandler, what are you saying, lad?
I'm not too bad, mate. What did you think of last night's performance, the win against Stockport?
Oh, it was amazing. It was really entertaining, the game. And I haven't seen an entertaining game from Rovers for a while.
Yeah. Who do you think stood out in the game then? Who do you think was the one that sort of stood out the most?
I'm going to have to go with...
Hello?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm back. Sorry. I'm going to say Kieran, me.
Agard, Ole Gunnar Agard.
He came on and it was... that last goal, we all went ballistic.
Yeah, absolutely. Salford then on Saturday, you know, they're unbeaten as well as us, top of the league or joint top of the league. Only conceded 1 or 2 goals this year. Do you think they're there for the taking?
No, we're absolutely going to batter them 10-0 on Saturday. I'm telling you now.
Fair. I love the optimism behind that prediction. I mean, if we do, then we'll be breaking records rather than just hearts of Salford fans. But Dave, thank you very, very much for coming on the show, mate. Much appreciated, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
All right, in a bit, Aaron. See you on Saturday, lad.
See you on Saturday. Great to see Dave on the show. Nah. Right, someone's trolled me for certain. But yeah. let's get some more comments in. Guys, please keep commenting. The StreamYard link is in the chat. Again, it is pinned at the top as well, so make sure you stay tuned. We are going to give you some updates, though, and we do have our first one from the Stoke game against Middlesbrough. The other ones don't kick off until 8 o'clock. The first chance has gone Middlesbrough's way from the kickoff. Giles skipping forward quite well, and the effort does test Bursic a bit, but the effort does deflect wide. So it's a big miss there from Giles, but it shows that that they're really, Middlesbrough are going to be up for this. I think Middlesbrough are definitely going to be up for this. So yeah. In fact, I might try and actually get the Stoke Middlesbrough game playing just while we're live, just so I can watch it and hear it while we're live. But it's a struggle. I'm not gonna lie, it's a struggle. But yeah. Oh well. If I can't get it up, I can't get it up. Hello there, Lloyd. Welcome to the stream. What do you think about Kulea so far? Shout out to Ted. WZF Gaming. I feel like Kulea's got some real potential. And I'm not just saying that because he's one of our players. I think he's got serious potential for an 18-year-old. As a winger, it gives me sort of younger Molineux vibes where he cuts inside, tries to kill it in. We saw that against AFC Wimbledon where he almost dipped in, underneath that over the goalkeeper. And the fact that he's capable of those kind of efforts at 18 years old just shows how special this guy really is and how special he could be as a player. That's how I would look at the situation, to be brutally honest with you. But yeah, that's how I would see it. I think that I see him starting many games this year. Maybe not a lot. I'll be brutally honest. I don't see him starting a lot of games, but I reckon there's a real opportunity that he could start a couple. Did you celebrate yesterday? I did indeed. I absolutely did. People in the South Stand know I was up there celebrating away. Great celebrations in the South Stand. Nothing like Tuesday. It was great celebrations there on Saturday. And it's good to see the place united again. Really, really good to see the place united again in unison, should we say. But yeah, fantastic to see. I am going to try and get one of these games up. I want to try and give you guys some live updates while we're waiting for Fancams. I believe the Kouyaté deal's actually been confirmed for Nottingham Forest as well. So very nice there. We were at the drum yesterday. I wasn't drumming, no. I was up in the platform to get myself a good view. But I wasn't drumming. No, don't worry. What do you think of the current state of the South Stand, Black Bank, and the push for allocated seating returning? Look, Tuesday against Lincoln was embarrassing. I'm not going to put it any other way. I agree with some of the other fans. It was embarrassing on Tuesday. Saturday felt much better, and I think it's because the place was bouncing and the place was really behind everything. I think there was someone really trying to get it all going and really keep the place in unison. In terms of allocated seating returning, am I worried about that? If it does come back, not really. But I would like to maybe leave that as a last resort. I would like to maybe see that as a last resort, maybe. The current state of the South Stand, like I said, I think last night was an example of what it can be like if it all works together very well. But going forward, we'll see if that keeps going. I think that it would be a good player to come on at 60th, 70th minute if we need to get a goal, create an opportunity. Absolutely. If we want to keep attacking with fresh legs, Kulea is the kind of man we need to be bringing on. Why have we stopped vlogging? I explained earlier in the stream. Basically, it was down to just the new EFL rules. Didn't want to get in trouble, so what I did was I've scrapped the vlogs for this year and then restart them in a different format next season. So next season, the vlogs will return just in a different way. So stay tuned for that because there will be more from that. You off Northampton? I am. In fact, hang on 1 second. Trying to reach it. Still trying to reach it. Oh, Nelly. So, my special camera bag. And if you look here, look at that. In fact, actually, no, I'm going to cover the barcode. Northampton Town. I am coming. So I'm already booked on the coach anyway, but no, I am off to Sixfields in a week, so I'll be able to see some of you there. Look at that. As soon as we show the Northampton ticket, 200 views on the stream already. It's unbelievable. Thank you very much, everyone. Great to see. Up the DRC, says Dale. Where do you think we'll finish? For me personally, it's playoffs minimum. Definitely playoffs minimum. Simply don't have the depth for automatics. I would disagree. I think we do have the depth for automatics, but that's just me. For me personally, anyway. But yeah, like I said, I think we are the. I wouldn't say we're the favourites for automatics, but I wouldn't completely rule it out for me personally. But that's just me. I'm going to try and get one of these games up. I'm going to try and watch one of these games, these championship games that are on tonight, and try and find a way because I want to be able to deliver you guys an update on these games just while we're live, if possible, if potentially possible. But yeah, so not enough depth in midfield, in my opinion. Maybe that's where the loan market comes into effect. Maybe like a season loanee for a Premier League youngster. Maybe that's when it sort of comes into effect. So yeah, that's just my view anyway. We try and find somewhere else to try and watch it. I do want to find a way to watch it. But yeah, guys, keep putting your comments and questions down below. Cannot wait to answer them all during the stream. Like I said, it's gonna be great to get some more people on the show as well. This guy wants to speak. How are you doing?
Not bad, you?
Not too bad. What did you think about last night then?
Amazing atmosphere.
In terms of the actual game, then, how did you think that? How did you think we played?
Quite well, to be truthful.
Yeah. Who would you say was the standout performance from performers for last night?
I've just got one question for you, Chal. If I sing a chant, will you be able to finish it?
Oh, what? Sorry.
A chant.
Right.
If I sing a chant, can you finish it for us?
Okay.
Now, are you ready? Are you ready?
It depends on the chant.
It's just the Rovers chant.
Okay, fair enough.
Are you ready? Donny boys are on a vendor. Aaron Chandler's at Wire.
A Rovers fan. No,
I'm
joking. I'm joking. Oh, he almost caught me. But great to get his response. That's what I was thinking, to be fair, at first. Favorite player at the moment. I will probably go with. Oh, that's hard. It's still Tommy Rowe, but there's a few players creeping up there now, like your Millers and your Hursts, and Maxwell is seriously up there. For now, I'm going to stick with Tommy Rowe, but Maxwell and Hurston that are creeping up there. What do you think the score will be against Salford, and who will be the goal scorers if we do win? At this moment in time, I mean, I am filming the matchday launch show either tomorrow or Friday. I'm going to go with God, this is hard. I'm going to go 1-0 to us, and I think it's going to be it'll be a James Maxwell goal. I think he's due one. We have a goal in the Championship. Stoke City lead against Middlesbrough. Who's your favourite player who signed this season? Maxwell. Not by a mile, but by a stretch. Yes, Shell, how are you doing? I'm good, Matthew. How are you? But we do have a goal in the Championship. Middlesbrough behind against Stoke City. We've got the official goal. I'll get the official score up. It was Jacob Brown, one of the forwards for Stoke City. 18 minutes played. It is 1-0 to Stoke. So Jacob Brown in the 18th, 19th minute. I'll bring you some updates through T-Side Live, actually. That's a great place to look. And I can just bring you score updates from the rest. So from the sounds of it, according to T-Side Live, sort of in the 12th minute, sort of the first 12 minutes felt like a game of chess. Stoke happy to let Borough have the ball and sit about deeper. Borough looking good in possession, apparently, but look like a side without a recognised striker. Stoke have pace up top in Brown and Gellon, wants counter, but so far their passing has been sloppy. So like they said, it felt like a game of chess. Now, see how the goal was. The goal was scored. It just says Jacob Brown. Literally just says Jacob Brown. How did your Wimbledon special guest stuff come about? This was an interesting one. So I approached them to get involved in my show, and then literally on the same day, it was literally them saying to me, "Do you fancy coming on our show this year?" So yeah, it was out of the blue, really out of the blue, and really, really glad of that, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, for me personally, I really enjoyed it. I got to see the gantry. I got to be up there this season. I got to see it all happen, and I was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Who do you think will end up being promoted this season? Personally, I went for Leyton Orient, Walsall, Orsson from recent form, maybe Barrow if they keep it up all season. People laughed at me when I said Barrow was a dark horse this year, and not many people are laughing now because Barrow had an exceptional start to the season by a mile. Right, so here's the Stoke goal in the Championship. Totally against the run of play. Jones loses possession on the right. Not a replay yet, but from up in the gantry, it looked like a clear foul. Stoke break from there. Gell slides across to Brown in the box. It was 2-on-1 in Stoke's favour, with Bowler struggling to get back, and Brown has a simple finish. So that's where we stand on that particular moment in the Stoke match. The Stoke lead by 1-0. But now we've come to a bit of a new section of the show. Just while we're waiting on some more callers, like I said, the StreamYard link is in the chat. I will put it in again. We do have another caller, actually. Dale's here. Dale, how are you?
I'm good, my pal. How are you? How are you?
Not too bad. How'd you find the game last night?
The game last night was unbelievable, to be honest with you. I think that our performance last night really shows a testament to our growth as a club. You know, with the pressure of last season, you know, being relegated, but bouncing back even stronger than we were before. I think it's a true testament to us, to be honest with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of star performers, then, who do you think stood out for you in the match?
To be honest, the entire team, they work so well together. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, we've had a couple of issues and that couple of red cards, but I think the entire team, there's not a single player I could just single out like this. It was a whole team for me, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I completely understand that, and obviously we've got Salford coming up on Monday. Sorry, on Saturday. How do you feel we'll do against Salford? Because they've only conceded 1 or 2 goals this year so far, and they're unbeaten still. So
yeah, Gavin Neville's a wanker, so I reckon we beat him. To be honest with you, I reckon we smash him.
What score do you think?
2-1, 2-0 maybe to us. If Gary Neville's playing, a 5-0 to us, I reckon.
Del, thank you very, very much, mate. Much appreciated.
No problem. Love the videos, mate. Keep on touching them children. Love you very much. Goodbye.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Now, we do have a bit of transfer news then to kick off this sort of section of the show. Let's go on to it. This is literally just coming in the last minute from Eduardo Hagen. Nice are getting close to signing Nicola Pepe, according to reports from Sasha Tavalieri, Belgian-born journalist. Nicola Pepe could be out to Nice, and the deal is apparently getting closer. Is that a good thing for Arsenal? I really don't know. I honestly cannot tell you if that's a good thing or not. Hasn't really got involved as much this year so far, as I'm aware anyway. I've not been paying much attention to the Premier League, I won't lie. I have been paying some attention to it a little bit, but not a lot. Now, it's set to be a loan deal. We're hearing reports from elsewhere it could be a loan deal. And I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I think this is going to be interesting. He is yet to make a Premier League appearance this year, so he hasn't really got involved this year for me with Arsenal. So yeah, that's where we're sort of at with him. Do we think this move will happen? As they said, it's getting closer and closer to happening, so I think it will happen. It's just a matter of time. But yeah, for me personally, I think that it'll end up happening. And I think that the deal will definitely be an interesting one. Like I said, I think it'd be interesting because I think Nice is sort of rumored to be linked with Brereton Diaz as well. So, again, should be very, very interesting. Thoughts on the Glazers? Well, I'm not really a swearer on YouTube now, so I'm not really going to say it because if I start talking about the Glazers, I will slip back into that. That's how highly I despise them. Even though I'm not a United fan, I despise them a lot. But no, it's like I said, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with United. We're hearing reports that Sir Jim Ratcliffe could be putting in a bid for the club. In terms of other updates on the situation, I don't know the latest on the hostile bid by Michael Knighton. I don't know the latest on that. I believe that's still up in the air, if you will. Now there has been, like I said, confirmation in the last hour or within the last hour that he wants to buy a stake in Man United, and there had been reports during the transfer show that they were interested in selling a minority stake in Manchester United. Where are you sat yesterday, Charles? I was in the drumming platform, not drumming, but just analysing the match. Now we've got Paul on the show. Paul, how are you?
How you doing, Aaron? How are you feeling?
I'm not too bad, mate. Stockport winning against Stockport last night. How did you find it?
Oh, I found it absolutely amazing, mate. Not gonna lie.
Who would you say stood out for you the most in terms of our players?
Tommy Rowe for me, mate.
Tommy Rowe. Why Tommy Rowe?
Because just running down that wing was amazing for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Salford coming up on Saturday. You think who will win that? Because Salford are top of the league right now and have made a good start.
Yeah, we're gonna win it and take top of the league off him, in my opinion.
Interesting. Paul, thank you very, very much.
No problem, Pop.
Great to see Paul on the show as well. Always great to have him on the show. Reading have gone 1-0 up against Blackburn. Interesting. Let's see where that one. No face, no case. To be fair, I have seen a few masked people that have hidden their identity quite well, which is, to be fair, I rate that. I do rate they've hidden their identity quite well, because if they didn't want to be on camera, then they've actually shared their voices rather than their faces. All Doncaster. We're all Doncaster. But yeah, Reading have gone 1-0 up through Tom McIntyre against Blackburn. So the leaders behind are Reading. So very interesting there. I did predict that. I did predict for me that Blackburn will probably win tonight, but Reading off to a good start. T-Mac, welcome. By the way, since T-Mac's in the stream right now, I do want to use this moment just to say well done to all the Rovers fans and the Stockport fans for the 20th minute, when we paid tribute to Jay Walker. Unfortunate passing for a young member of our fan base, and our thoughts and prayers go out to his family and friends. It's never nice to lose someone at all, never mind someone in that way. So the round of applause that we did in the 20th minute, and we made sure we got everyone behind it, and everyone was doing it, and great support from Rovers, and I think the Stockport lads as well. Again, just showed great support. Great support. Matthew said, what do you think of the Stockport fans yesterday, Child? Looked decent to say the least. Fair play to him. Absolutely. The Stockport fans, again, on the 20th minute, did very, very well. Thank you to Stockport fans for getting involved in that. The Stockport fans did very, very well overall. And even when they were a goal down, 2-1 down, they showed what they did as a fan base, and they really backed their team to hell and high water. So yeah, really, really good support. Really, really good support from Stockport and the Rovers fans as well. Cheers for being there for me, Charles. No worries, T-Mac. Always will be, bro. You know where I am if you need to speak about anything. As that goes for all of you. If you ever want to talk about anything, then don't be afraid to get in contact. My DMs are always open if you're struggling, or if you need a friend to speak to, if you need someone to speak to you, that if you're struggling, then my DMs are always open. We're gonna get Phil on the show now. Phil, how are you?
Hiya, mate. Sorry, my connection dropped earlier. What do you think of my Ross Turnbull signed gloves?
I like him.
Can you rate my save?
I like it. Really, really good.
Keep on!
Love it. Absolutely love it. The dedication to pull out a Ross Turnbull save on a live stream on YouTube. Fair play to you.
Come on!
Come on, Rovers. What did you think about Stockport last night?
Oh, I wasn't there because I was too busy busting a nut in your mum, but it was all right. Sorry, mate.
It's all right.
We were at KFC and we met and we were like, oh, we need to kiss.
Right. Anyways, great Ross Turnbull gloves. Enjoyed the goalkeeping. Enjoyed the goalkeeping skills, and I'll hopefully see you on Saturday against Salford.
See ya.
The next Ross Turnbull right there. Chow, what do you think about our fan base basically mocking the club's history as we've been overridden with years? I don't think we were mocking. I think on Tuesday was a great example of that. There was a great example of that on Tuesday where, being 3-0 down, we did mock our history. But I think Tuesday, the next Tuesday, against Stockport and away at AFC Wimbledon as well. But obviously we're talking about home games. So I think Stockport last night was so much better than Tuesday against Lincoln because of the fact that not just because the team was performing better, but also it felt like the fans were more up for it. And with the new under-14s rule, we are a parent, not allowed in rule, I think that's kind of helped as well. So I think we'll see less and less of that. I think now with the new rule in place, and I think with a better atmosphere going around the club on and off the pitch, I think that will help. I think that will help towards it. But yeah, like I said, I think it's going to be very, very interesting to see how that goes going forward. So I'm going to see what happens. Oh, God, I've been working for 6 hours today and I'm stressed to hell. Exhausted as well. But no, I did say I was going to stay on. Millie said past. So I did say I was going to stay on for Millie to come on at, to come on about past. I've been a fan since I was a younger, so I believe younger fans should show more respect. Not been to a game in over a year. I suffered a bad injury at Wednesday away last season, but they are SHITE. Yeah, I completely get that, mate. Completely get that. Tell you what, though, the referee was terrible yesterday. What's your opinion, Chal? Terrible for both teams. I think there was at least 2 penalties that we could have had. I think one of them maybe wasn't. Second one definitely looked more likely. Stockport hates the referee because of a red card that was definitely a red card for me personally. And yeah, I think both clubs had their disagreements as with the referee. Definitely. So it's one of those things. Child fancy clubs. If talking pro clubs, I can't because my Xbox still needs its HDMI cable. Be better atmosphere at Townfield. What do you think? Reckon on the glorious Nunes. Put it this way: if it was Tommy Rowe against Nunes, he'd deck him one. I'm joking. But no, like I said, for me, I think that when you're a professional footballer, you can't condone violent conduct of any kind at any level. You just can't. But no, guys, like I said, we've got some great stuff coming up. Still got 10 minutes plus to go of this stream. It's still 15, 20 minutes odd. So still got a lot of this stream to go yet. So keep tuning in, keep liking the stream as well. I want to while waiting for more comments. By the way, Football Manager, I do have an announcement coming out about that around Christmas. So stay tuned for that. Christmas, January, New Year, that kind of period. 2-0 Stoke. Oh, wow. Middlesbrough's going to stay winless at this rate. In fact, so while we're waiting for more comments, and like I said, guys, if you want to share your thoughts, oh, no, we're back to 1-0. It's offside, I think. Stream out links in the bottom of the chat. You can also get involved by just writing your comments down. Please, please, please. Let's have a look at the likes. How many likes have we got? 18. So not too bad. Not too bad. I did check, by the way. I have checked my chat, and the monetization link is back. So, if you do want to donate any super chats to the channel, then please, please use the money icon in the chat section. Shouldn't be too hard to find. It is literally just that grey bit there. If you do want to donate some money, you can do that because I really need the money. Got to go now, Chelsea, in a bit. May have a good day. Brilliant. Was you on the 72 bus today at 4 o'clock? I was indeed, because I just finished work. So yeah, I was on that bus. I wonder why you're asking that. But yeah. Yeah, I was on that bus. Yes, the Stoke's gone back to 1-0. Must have been either offside or disallowed for a reason. Keep the comments coming in, guys. My mate saw you, that's why I'm asking, mate. No worries, not a problem. Yeah, I was on that bus. I was indeed. If you do see me around in public, don't be afraid to come up and say hi. Even if I'm on the way to work and I need to be there in a minute, I can be stopped for pictures and that and saying hi and that. So if you do see me out and about, not even on match days, if you do see me out and about, just come and say hi if you want to. Equaliser for Middlesbrough. 1-1 in that game. Still 0-0 in the rest, as far as I know. But Middlesbrough have equalised. Let's get him on. Let's get one of the vlog favourites on. Mr. Ryder. Joe, how are you?
You alright, mate?
I'm not too bad, mate. Yourself?
I'm alright, sir.
Oh, have we recovered yet from yesterday?
No, I'm still laid here getting over it.
What are you sort of looking back nearly 24 hours later? By the way, Duncan, what was scoring the equaliser for Borough? Looking back from yesterday, I mean, how did you find that? Because it was a really good performance by the lads.
Oh, definitely. I think every match this season we've just got better and better and better. Bar Lincoln, but that wasn't in league. That don't count.
Nah.
Every league match, I think we just put a better performance in each time, and I think giving McSheffrey that time is going out to plan. It's going our way. Obviously, people said McSheffrey out, and I didn't think he would do amazing, but I give him time because that's what you got to do with everybody, and it's looking to pay off.
Yeah, absolutely. Just got to bring you this breaking transfer story over the last couple of hours. According to Jason Burt from the chief football correspondent for the Daily Telegraph and the Sunday Telegraph, if you're a United fan, you may want to cover your eyes. United are considering a move for Borussia Dortmund's Thomas Meunier as a potential option. I've seen the retweets already. Goldberg says the year is 2018. So yeah, it'd be interesting to get his opinion on this. Comment down below. Would you like to see a Chal Goldbridge collaboration?
That would be class.
I'm not gonna lie. I would love to do a collaboration with Goldbridge. I've done one with Robbie.
Yeah.
A couple of years back. Now I need to do one with Goldbridge. And I'm also doing a new one actually with AFTV, so I might get back in touch with them. Maybe this year, who knows? Yeah, Matthews is elite content. Who do you think stood out there on Saturday? Because I think there's a few players that could take the award.
I think most players put a shift in, better than we expect from them. And I think a few people I've called before for not being as good, like Lee Tomlin. I think Lee Tomlin was brilliant.
Yeah, that was Lee Tomlin's best game so far.
Definitely. And I think now his fitness has improved because he didn't have a very good season at all with Walsall last season, I heard.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether it was because of the team he was surrounded by, but I think it looks like he's starting to get back into his footballing ways. And I think his game yesterday was really good.
Yeah, absolutely. More breaking news literally in the last 50 seconds. The Stretford Paddock is going live to the news that Jim Radcliffe wants to buy Manchester United, or a section of Manchester United. We know the Glazers are interested in selling a small minority stake in the club, and it looks like Jim Radcliffe wants to buy that stake, is the reports that we are getting. I'm hearing from unnamed top-tier journalist privately on my messenger that the story is that Jim Radcliffe wants to buy the small minority stake that the Glazers are considering selling. It could end up, there's a couple of journalists telling me that it could end up transpiring into a full ownership takeover. So might start off as a small stake, which is nice for United fans there. In terms of Salford then coming up on Saturday, I mean, they're going to be a difficult proposition, aren't they?
Oh, definitely.
Only conceded 1 or 2 goals this year. Apparently, their attack's not looked amazing, but their defense has been rock solid. So, a great test for our attacking players on Saturday. Do you think we've got a chance of ending Salford's unbeaten run?
Honestly, yeah, I do. I think we could put a shift in against them, you know. And although the top, we're only a few games in. It's not like they're at top in so many weeks. We're a few games in. Yeah, they're doing well, but so are we. We're getting better and better. I think if we continue to get better, if we had a performance like we did against Stockport yesterday, although it was 10 men, if we just keep up, play how we want, I think we could get something out of Salford. And I'd be happy with a draw, but 3 points even better.
Yeah, I mean, we did say out of Stockport and Salford, we'd take 4 points out of 6 or 6 out of 6 if we can really push it. 1 game down, 3 points out of 6.
Yeah.
3 out of 3, sorry. Is it going to be 6 out of 6?
I think it very well could be. I mean, Stockport, they're Bucky's favourites, aren't they, to win the league?
Are they actually right now?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they are now, but when I checked last, it was.
Interesting.
I don't know if it's changed, but
I mean, it'd be great to get 3 points against a side that were one of the Bucky's favourites to win the league.
Same with Bradford. They were up there with favourites above us.
I predicted them to not walk the league, but definitely win the league by a few points.
And like we did say, we said walking into this first month, we said this is hardest fixtures. These are the favourites, yet we haven't been bet by any of them.
Yeah, and I did speak to some people at the club about Mark Hughes being at Bradford, and they did tell me, see how long he lasts in League Two before Glyn Hodges takes charge.
Yeah,
something for Bradford fans to think about. I know Mark Hughes is dedicated. I know how much he wants to be there. Give it 2-3 years, and we'll see.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Kyle Hirsch yesterday? Poor, in my opinion, which was surprising. Really? Did you think that Kyle Hirsch was poor? For me personally, I thought it was one of the hardest workers.
I didn't think he was. I didn't think he was. I mean, he get ball away a couple of times, but
I think that was him trying to run at defenders. I think that was him trying to
he does well. He's constantly running.
He's showing signs of a winger that will just run and run and run and go for. He's still 21, so he's still got room to grow and know when to run and when to cut back. But he's showing signs of that ongoing running winger.
I know he is. I do like him. When we had him on trial, I thought he was his best trialist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good signing. Definitely a good signing.
Rovers going up, says Tyler. I you know what? I don't want to say it this early on, but I reckon we might be.
So do I. I think these last few games have put confidence in me. Walking into the season, I genuinely thought we would struggle for playoffs. But this is meant to be the toughest month at season based on who are favourites. So when we've done a shift.
Yeah. To be fair, though, let's be honest. Even last season, in a really bad season, we still didn't pick up points against teams that we were expected to beat anyway, like your Morecambe.
Yeah.
Like we got battered by Cheltenham, turned around by Morecambe last year, which I still think is one of the most embarrassing results in our modern history because of the context behind it.
Yeah.
We also need to show we can batter teams like Rochdale and Crawley. And I mean, let's have a look actually, the League Two table and who's actually, I know it's too early to tell, but let's see who's actually down in that sort of bottom section. So Rochdale, Newport, Crawley, Hartlepool, Gillingham's down there, Swindon's down there. So I'd probably say at this moment in time, I'd say the bottom 4.
Yeah, Hartlepool's, I swear it's only in a few weeks, you know. It's the away game after Northampton.
Yeah. So we've got
red card.
So we've got Salford on Saturday, Northampton the week after that, and then we've got Mansfield at home and then Hartlepool away. So we're not too far away from that Hartlepool game, and that's going to be the first sort of sign as to whether we can batter these teams.
Sunderland just got a red card, by the way.
Oh, God.
Dan Neil.
Yeah, and Sheffield United's just gone 1-0 up against Sunderland as well.
Have they?
Yeah, so that was quick. It must have been a penalty or something.
I'm guessing.
Free kick as well. Come on, man.
Free kick. So the bottom 4 teams at the minute are Hartlepool, Crawley, Newport, and Rochdale. Rochdale, no disrespect to Rochdale because we were in the same league as each other a couple of years ago, but we should be battering them right now.
Yeah.
Rochdale look awful. They look awful. I think their own fans can vouch for that.
Ready, Chow?
Yeah. This is the...
Mine's a bit behind, you see, because I'm watching it on a dodgy stick, but...
Oh, that's a right pull. Is it a second yellow and a red or just a straight red?
Oh, a straight red. Or it's second yellow, I don't know. Right, so this must be the free kick that scored from here.
This must be the goal from Sheffield United. You get a bit of an exclusive here, lads.
Quality this. Oh, it must not be front. It must be a corner.
No. Yeah, it must have been. Let's go through some comments then while we're waiting. James Maxwell is a GOAT left back.
Correct.
Man of the match. No, he did work hard. I just thought he didn't pull off the dribbles he usually does. Baller though. I get that. Yes, Charles. Hurst has got no end product and working hard should be the minimum, even though he tracks back very, very well.
Boom.
Yeah, great goal from the corner. I reckon Northampton will be the team to beat this season. If we beat Northampton or get at least a point, a hard-earned point against Northampton this year, we will be, in my opinion, up there.
You rent.
Wimbledon can't hold on to 2-goal leads either. I get that completely. For me, I feel like if we beat Northampton or get something good against Northampton, I reckon we've got a really good chance.
Oh, yeah, same. I can't wait for Northampton, mate.
I've got my ticket, so I can't wait for it.
I was going to get it yesterday, but I forgot. I'm going to get it Saturday if I can.
Yeah. Oh, in the last hour, Manchester United are for sale. Not partial. 100% for sale.
Oh, that's class, that. No, it's not actually class. I like Man U being shit.
This is according to Phil Brown, who's from Beyond the Pitch, Talksport, NBC Sports, Official Football Writers Association. I know a couple of people from there. Boxing Pod as well.
Yeah.
Apparently, according to him, it's 100% for sale, and it looks like Jim Ratcliffe's buying the whole lot.
I tell you what, this is fans. Yeah, that's good.
This is the news that they were waiting for.
It is.
Della Ali has agreed to join Besiktas, according to Alfonso Leocardio.
Dele Alli?
Yeah, so I messaged Alfonso a couple of days ago just to receive some updates, and he's posted this publicly and sent this to me as well. Della Ali has agreed to join Besiktas.
Well then.
Interesting. There's still talk about Reece being sold to Middlesbrough from Preston for £8 million, which would be a decent price tag. So Wimbledon can't hold on to 2-goal leads. Tough run of games coming up. I think this will definitely tell where we are. These next two fixtures are massive for us. Would honestly take 2 points from them, but hope for 4. I think the aim should be 3 or 4 for me, especially with the run that we've been on at the moment and staying unbeaten. So I would like to. I don't want to aim for 2 because then it means that we'll probably lose one of them. So I want to stick to my margin. I want to stick to my aim of at least 4 points from the next couple of games. So every 2 games, get at least 4 points, and then keep this up. I'm not saying go and beat in the hot. Oh my God! I've just remembered as well. I know it's only 4 games into the season, but do you remember that Fancam on the Oxford game? And Luke Weston said, "I reckon we'll go and beat in all season." It's actually probably 2 right now.
Luke Weston,
mate, Luke, I owe you a tenner if we go and beat in the whole season. Millie, if you are still here, the StreamYard link is pinned at the top of the chat. Please come on. You did say maybe 1:30, so the StreamYard link's in the chat. Please come on.
Anyway, I'll get off then, Charles. I'll let some other people have some time on.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be live for long. Probably another 10, 15 minutes to show.
All right, see you after, mate.
See you later, mate. Great to see Joe, obviously, there as well. Great to see that Sheffield United goal as well. Get the gold trophy ready. Oh, mate, could you imagine? Could you imagine? I'm not going to predict it because it's not going to happen at all. But could you just imagine? Could you just imagine if it did? Even though I don't think it will. So Sky Sports News. So Jim Ratcliffe in the last 15 minutes, according to Sky Sports, interested in buying a stake in Man United, his spokesperson has said, with a view to taking full control of the club. That would be a great outcome for United fans. A really, really great outcome. So, yeah. Or we just hit 1.6K on Twitter. Thank you very much, everyone. Tom McDermott's just posted on Twitter as well. Those involved in discussions with buying Man United Football Club described the silence from United as telling. The club previously has been quickened to dampen the sell talk, but the wheels are in motion. Glazer family financial model unable to support the club in the way it has previously. So that is where we stand. I may actually go live on TikTok for an hour just to talk about that and talk about what's been said. Oh, I'm going to move that back down there. So as you saw just by there, Northampton ticket is there. So I'm going to go live on TikTok. You're happy to follow me over there. My socials are in the description, so please go and check them out. But that is it for tonight. Please do stay tuned for more content. I've loved this stream tonight. It's been great. Thank you to all the fan cams tonight. And for now, I'm the CHALL, your Doncaster Rovers fan and YouTube sporting journalist, and that is full time.